that He is doing this. Allah is doing this. This is knowledge. You must know about your Rabb. You must know about your Ilah, that He is the one who is doing this. Okay? So the knowledge aspect of Tawheed includes the Asma Sifat plus Rububiyyah. The Rububiyyah of Allah. Second is the action aspect of Tawheed. And what is that? Uluhiyyah. It is the Uluhiyyah. Or you can also call it Ubudiyyah. Two names the ulama uses. So after knowing this, and I already talked about how Ibn Qayyim rahmatullah he categorizes, so I will not go into that. I will come to that part. Now we will come to each one of them. The three types of Tawheed. What are they, and what are their significance? Tawheed al-Rububiyyah. Tawheed al-Rububiyyah is the Rabbaniyah, the Lordship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. By knowing and by acknowledging the Tawheed al-Rububiyyah, you are affirming and you are acknowledging the fact that Allah is your Lord, Allah is your Rabb. Allah is the one who makes the sun come up. He is the one who makes the moon come up. He is the one who has created the heavens and the earth and whatever is in between them. He is the one who gives diseases. He is the one who gives you health after those diseases. He is the one who gives you provision. He is the one who gives you the rain. He is the one who gave you the life. He is the one who will cause death. He is the one who is the healer. He is the one who is all-knowing. He is the one who is doing everything. So this is the Rububiyyah, the Tawheed al-Rububiyyah aspect, and this is something which we and the mushriks of Makkah at that time of Prophet Muhammad we were together. They also affirm the same thing that we are affirming, that Allah is enough, Allah is everything, and I talked about that in the previous lectures. There were the proofs, so I will not go into them. Tawheed al-Asma wa Sifat. We have already talked about the Sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Tawheed al-Asma wa Sifat is the belief that you must have about Allah, remember, about Allah in the way He has described Himself or He has told us in His book or by the tongue of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, without doing four things. What were they? Without ta'deel, tahrif, without comparing tashbih, okay, then without denying that the brother said ta'deel, takfir, no, takfir means to say someone example. Ta'wil and tahrif he already said. Tashbih, takfir, how? So remember this thing that we have to believe in the sifat of Allah, attributes of Allah, without doing ta'deel, without doing tahrif, without doing tashbih, and without doing takyif. Meaning without denying them, without changing them, without likening them, and without going into how it is. And we will come to Tawheed al-Asma in the next lecture. So this is Tawheed al-Asma wa Sifat. The third one is Tawheed al-Uluhiyyah. Tawheed al-Uluhiyyah is to worship Allah inwardly and outwardly, only Allah alone. What are the inward actions? What are the inward actions that are worship? Can anyone give an example? The inward action. Take it from the tongue. Tawakkul, reliance, love, hope, fear, the actions of the heart. Al-amal wal-qalb. These are the inward actions because they are inside in your heart. And what are the outward actions? Salah, namaz, praying, hajj, fasting, zikr, amr bil ma'roof, wa nahiyya 'anil munkar, all these things. These are the Tawheed al-Uluhiyyah. Now, I just said this will be a basic introduction to Tawheed. But before we finish, 2-3 very, very important points. One, and this is the attack of the people of innovation to us. So we will answer them because you might face them one day or another. And if you face them, you should know how to answer these questions or these things that they throw at us. One thing is that, where did this categorization come from? Category come from. The first question is that, did Sahaba ever said they are secret of Tawheed? And no, they never said that. They cannot bring any proof for that. So they are saying that means you are doing an innovation. This is their first question then. The answer is that no, we are not doing innovation. Why are we not doing innovation? Because we are not saying this is how you will, this is an act of worship. Rather we are saying, we are teaching you that about Allah, for which we have a base. What is our base? That we are saying, okay. What is our base for all that? For Tawheed al-Rububiyyah, we see in many places of the Quran, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, that Allah is the Rabb. So we have a base that Allah is the Rabb, that's why we are teaching you in an easier way. Then what is Tawheed al-Rububiyyah? That He is the Rabb. Allah is the Lord. He is the nourisher. He is the healer. So we are teaching you by making it easy, by putting all the information of Tawheed al-Rububiyyah at one side, because we have a base for that in the Quran. Second thing is Tawheed Asma wa Sifat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about Himself. How is He? Wallahu Samir Alim. Wallahu Alimul Basir. So we know about all these things, that Allah is telling about Himself, His attributes and names. So we are just bringing you the information of the Quran. That Allah is teaching, Allah is saying about Himself, He is this, so this is Him. Khalas, learn about it. Tawheed al-Asma wa Sifat. Tawheed al-Uluhiyyah, the Quran is filled with it. We don't need to bring any proof. قَالَ يَا قَوْمِ اعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ مِنْ إِلَهٍ مَا لَكُمْ مِنْ إِلَهٍ غَيْرُهُ. Every prophet came with his call. And we will come to that also. Now, the example is that I will give you one example. Many people, they would say, you are saying not do tashbih with the names and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Meaning tafseel or tashbih. Do not do it. Did Sahaba ever use the word do not do tashbih with Allah? No, they never used it. Then why are you using it? The answer is that, did we do something new or not? This is something that we need to understand. Allah says in the Quran, لَيْسَ كَمِثْلِهِ شَيْءٍ. What does it mean? There is nothing like Him. There is no comparison to Him. We are saying the same thing. There is no tashbih with Allah. Whatever word we use, read that. See what is our faith. We are using just a word, a term. We are not bringing something new. We are just bringing a term to make it easier to understand. And this is what Ibn Qayyim rahmatullah said. Something of old, but we change the term. But the same information, same thing. You only change the term or the name to make it easier is allowed in Islam. So the Salaf used to agree on this thing. That if you change a term or you make a new term, but the information is the same that have been gone out in the past, then it is okay, because you are just making it easier. You are not inventing something new. So this thing out there that they say, they don't have any proof against us. Second thing, it is the excellence of Tawheed. The excellence of Tawheed. Allah says in the Quran, in chapter number 6, verse number 82. Allah says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الذين آمنوا. The people who believe, those who believe, الذين آمنوا وَلَمْ يَلْبِسُوا, and who do not mix what? إِيمَانَهُمْ بِظُلْمٍ, their iman with dhulm. Now what is dhulm? We will come to that. أُولَٰئِكَ لَهُمُ الْأَمْنُ, for them is security. وَهُمْ مُقْتَدُونَ, and they are the guided ones. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying over here that those people who do not mix iman with dhulm, iman is tawheed, is your belief, and dhulm is shirk. Inna shirka la-dhulmun adheem. When the Sahaba, they heard about this, they got afraid. Subhanallah. They came to Prophet Muhammad and said, each of us do sin. They were considering dhulm as sin. So they are saying, each of us, we do sin. So they were crying and crying. And Prophet Muhammad said, listen, you